Do you like strong art direction? Perhaps characters that are eccentric, easy identifiable, but not quite over the top nosebleed anime ooh style? And a game that really respects nostalgia and really
Ah.
modernizes them into a game? This might be for you. This is called Sorry We're Closed. And it's something I've been watching for a while, but I was a little bit hesitant that I was just going to be a pretty face. But after playing the demo, I'm fairly confident it's going to do quite well. And if the demo lives up to the game, probably my top 5. So we play as Michelle. She's in a bit of a slump. She's still kind of getting over a relationship that ended about 3 years ago. We don't know the circumstances. And we meet somebody. This demon that seems to be attracted to our loneliness that is calling out to it. And this is where an inciting incident starts. Look at this art direction. It's so good. They're really aware of the color palettes, both the backgrounds and the main characters, followed by the highlights and even just the portraits where they can have more details. And we are blessed and cursed with our third eye. Now, we met Robin earlier, but she didn't look like this. And I actually really like Robin as our guide, per se, in our tutorial. I also like how sassy she is. My handy investigation outfit. Duh, get it together. Great. And you're gonna love this. You're gonna love this. The third eye ability is so good. It's so good. I love it. I think it's so fresh. I think it's so nice. There's definitely games that have done this kind of parallel before between realities, but look at that. It's very cool. It'll help you be able to see echoes of the past as well as change your environment, which I think will make for interesting puzzles later on. We're going to follow this serial killer, who thankfully enough leaves us our first weapon. All of the weapons seem to be based off of hellhounds in some way, shape, or form, or at least in this demo. See? Great callbacks to nostalgia. And the one thing I like about the text box as well is they keep them short and sweet. The dialogue's very straightforward. You don't need to know what blood type they are by the end of it, you know what I mean? So I really appreciate that, especially if you're not going to have voice actors. Once again, a bit of a call out to the typewriters and the mirrors you used to save at. I like it. And this feels like that bit in Majora's Mask when you have to give the person paper that's stuck in the stall. So once again, good nod. It's a great nod. Here's the combat. You can shoot from a distance, you do damage, but it takes a lot of bullets. You can use your third eye, shoot the heart, but they have to be close up. And if you try to shoot at a distance outside the barrier eats the bullets. So you have to alternate between the two styles of combat, which I think is really interesting. It also changes your camera perspective as well, which I think will be very interesting if there's bosses in this game later on. And it'll really push the player to the limits. I also wonder if they are at some point going to change the shape of the third eye, like maybe it needs to be a star to challenge the player to fit a room more properly, or maybe it'll be a cone or something like that. I think that's very interesting. And as you saw back there, we are picking up items, very Resident Evil style, put the clues together and figure out where you're supposed to use the item to solve the problem at hand. The camera angles will drive some people crazy. This extreme top-down in the hallways like this, I don't particularly like, but the game is so charming that I will just put up with it. There's, I think, 3 different enemies that I end up finding, and they all kind of act a bit different. I'll let you discover those on your own. And there, of course, are collectibles. At least I assume this is a collectible. I've seen a few of these around. I assume that's what they are. If not, I'm not sure what they're used for, but used for something later on. Robin. I hope she sticks around. Hope she doesn't betray us later, because she's great. After we restore the power, we continue our journey to free ourselves of this curse by doing a slaughterhouse on the train. The combat's very satisfying. Bullets are scarce, so I would use a combination between the axe, which you don't have to reload, and the guns. Finally catching up with a person that also has the same issue as us. She has been cursed by the same demon, trying to appease it. And I do wonder if this demon is also cursed, or if they're just lending us their third eye power, because obviously they can do it too. That's a huge hint. And menacing is the best word to describe our chaotic villain, per se. And then a small showcase of what's to come. This game comes out on the 14th, I believe. Maybe it's the 13th, depending on your time zone, of course. And I am so excited to play it all the way through. It's fresh, it's different, I'm excited for it. I would highly recommend it. Go install it.